Kim Wilde has been finding out about badger baiting and what we can do to help stop it.
This is Basil the badger. He's 4 years old and full of fun and demands lots of attention, like most youngsters of his age. Because he's so tame, he absolutely adores the attention of human beings, unlike most badgers. And because he's so tame, he'll probably live here, in fact, he will live here for the rest of his life, and live to a ripe old age, unlike most badgers. Badgers are not an endangered species, which is probably just as well. It's estimated that 47,000 are killed on the roads. But the most sinister threat to Basil and his friends comes not from the motorist. It comes from a peculiar breed of individual who enjoys seeing these harmless and lovable creatures torn limb from limb by hunting dogs. Badger digging and baiting is big business for organised gangs. A badger bought for baiting can fetch up to £1,000. But fortunately, thousands of people throughout the country have formed themselves into badger groups to watch over and protect the sets from harm. People like Tony Dean, a former policeman from Stroud in Gloucestershire, who over a period of 5 years has built up a close relationship with the badgers in one of his local sets. Their trust in him has allowed him to take some remarkable pictures of them.
They're very nice, very friendly animals, very timid, but this particular set here I come up to, and when you get 3 or 4 of them out around you in the evening, and you see that they are a beautiful animal and how people can...
A lot of fun, aren't they?
They are beautiful fun, yes.
Tell me about the kind of people that come here and what they do to the badgers.
We've got many groups coming into this county now, just to dig badgers and to bait them, and horrific scenes. Recently we had a badger baiting incident very close to this set, where a badger was left terribly maimed, bitten to pieces by the dogs, and then finished off by the people concerned spearing it with a steel bar through the front shoulders. Horrific scenes, and if only the public could see what was happening to the badger just by the badger baiting groups, then we would have far more members than we've already got protecting the badger, I'm sure.
A badger digger would probably think twice about tackling someone the size of Tony Dean, but their cowardice is amply illustrated by Chris Ferris. Chris, not her real name, has studied the badger for more than 20 years and written several best-selling books on the subject. During that time, Chris has been stabbed, hit over the head with a shovel, and threatened with a shotgun. So, Chris, you must have been living in constant fear of your life.
Well, it did at one stage get rather bad, yes. So I was walking home one night, very tired, and I walked around the corner of a little country lane, and there was 2 lampers that I know very well from past experience who were also walking home and coming towards me. And one bent down, made this gesture, which means always that you've got a knife. They usually have a knife tucked in the leg of their trousers, his little pocket. And I ducked, and as his hand came up, and put my hand up to defend myself. Unfortunately, the knife ran through my hand and only cut my fingers. But it could have been much worse. But he might have
been prepared to kill you.
Well, he was very angry. I mean, it was a split-seconds thing. Oh, yes. If I hadn't have ducked and put my hand up, I'd have been stabbed in the chest. Basically, the people that would cruelly ill-treat an animal will also, if they had the courage, would cruelly ill-treat a child.
Yeah.
It's just that animals are so more easily cruelly ill-treated, and you can get away with it.
Yeah. For people like Chris and Tony, working with badgers is a labour of love. For others, like RSPCA officer Tom Austin, it's also an everyday part of his working life.
These are a despicable type of individual, and they've got various range of backgrounds, some solicitors, barristers even, but mainly a lot of unemployed individuals, extremely dangerous, mainly from a criminal background, and it's purely a bloodlust. I mean, the frenzy they get into when they have to dig out a badger, and then they have to kill him, and the methods they use for killing is undescribable. The situation, unfortunately, is getting worse. Regardless of the number of convictions we have, we still end up, at the end of the day, that more badgers are killed. Last year alone, there was in excess of 9,000 badger sets dug, with, if we estimate that 1 badger per set was killed, which I don't believe, because there's more than 1 badger in the set, 9 out of 10 times. So consequently, you're talking somewhere in the region of 9, 12, 14,000 badgers killed and baited every single year in Great Britain.
So Basil and his friends face a ruthless enemy. But what can we do to help? Well, there's already been a call in Parliament for tougher measures, so a letter to your local MP wouldn't go amiss. And also you could get in touch with your local badger group. There'll be one near you. And Basil and his friends will be very grateful.